Hey, it's lucky for the interruption, man. But yeah, man. Hey, so verse 22, for in Adam we all die, even so in a Mashiach we are all made alive, but every man in his own order. Mashiach, the first fruits. So Yahushua was the first one to be made alive, man. To be fully resuscitated, if you will. Afterward, they that are Mashiach's at his coming. So we've been hit with the life support, perhaps, man. We've been spiritually resurrected, and we're working, right? Fighting that good fight of faith, man. The spirit battle in the flesh. So that at Yahushua's coming, if we get found doing so, enduring, right? Fighting this good fight of faith. At his coming, we're going to be physically resurrected, man. Fully resuscitated. You see, which is why when you go on, talks about death being overcome. Why? Because when we go down to verse 56, well, in fact, before we hit verse 56, verse 52, well, verse 51 reads, behold, I show you a mystery. We shall not all sleep, but we shall all be changed. And why is that? Because we've all been resuscitated, and we are going to be physically resuscitated, man. Physically brought to life. Just as Yahushua. But Yahushua, what, man? He did sleep. They killed Yahushua, man. Which what? Hey, he already had been resuscitated, man. So you can't die. You cannot die. What did the book of Romans, the 8th chapter, say? Hey, though nothing above or in this earth or on this earth, nothing could separate you from Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, man. Not even death. You understand? We have been called, man, and that calling is likened unto you being resuscitated, man. CPR has taken place, in other words. You see? And as we just read, we shall not all sleep, but we shall all be changed. In other words, we're all going to be physically resurrected, man. Rather not you sleep in the flesh, or, hey, there's going to be some, and we're living in these days, that you're going to be fully resuscitated in the flesh, man. All right? And that's going to cause what? You to be fully changed. In other words, as we read earlier before the interruption took place, right? Hebrews, the 8th chapter, those laws are going to be written within your brain, man. You're going to be rewired into a whole new creature. And that creature is going to be incorruptible because the laws of the Heavenly Father are written within it. Therefore, the planet Earth will be resuscitated because they're going to be ruling in perfection, man. We are going to be ruling in perfection. Lord willing, be a part of that number. But the bottom line is, we know according to prophecy, this is what's going to happen. Point blank, period, man. There's not a damn thing that you could say or do about it. Going on, it says, verse 52, it says, in a moment, in the twinkling of an eye, at the last trump, for the trumpet shall sound. The dead shall be raised incorruptible, and we shall be changed. Okay, so the dead's going to be raised, and really, though we've been resuscitated in the spirit, hey, we're still dead in this flesh, man. So we also are going to be changed, right? As we just read, and we shall be changed. Verse 53, it says, for the corruptible must put on incorruption, and the mortal must put on immortality. And that's going to be done by, again, those laws written within you. And if we know that the laws, or the wages of sin is death, and according to 1 John 3 and 4, sin is the transgression of the law, then that means that you aren't going to be sinning. You aren't going to be transgressing, and you aren't going to be dying. Right? If the laws are written within you and the wages of sin is death, there is going to be no death to come upon you, man. Right? Which is why, as we go on, verse 54, so when the corruptible shall put on incorruption, and the mortal shall put on immortality, then shall be brought to pass the saying that is written, death is swallowed up in victory. O death, where is thy sting? O grave, where is thy victory? The sting of death is sin. So almost, reiterating what I just said, right? The wages of sin is death. Well, this says the sting of death is sin. The sting is the instrument that brought the death in the flesh, but really, what really was behind the scenes that brought that death, even though it may have been in the flesh a stinger, what it really was sin, man. It was just in the flesh brought to you in that way as a sting. It may have been a gunshot. It may have been a damn train that ran your ass over. At the end of the day, it was the sin that brought your ass there, man. It's just that easy. The wages of sin is death. It says, and the strength of sin is the law. So to strengthen yourself against sin, we have been given the law, the very law that is going to be written within us, man. And that's why we'll go ahead and close it here in the book of Micah, chapter 4. That's why the world is going to be conducted in this manner. Micah chapter 4 and verse 2, and many nations shall come and say, come, let us go up to the mountain of the Lord and to the house of the power of Jacob. And he will teach us of his ways, and we will walk in his paths, for the law shall go forth out of Zion, and the word of the Lord from Jerusalem. You see that, man? So the law shall go forth out of Zion, the word of the Lord from Jerusalem. All these nations are going to be learning the ways of life from who? From us, man. From the Israelites who had been resuscitated, who now have the laws written within them so that they could rule in this earth in perfection, man. All right. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and close it up there, man. Lord willing, this is edifying. I'm going to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bashem Yahushua, Bahashim Rakakwadash. Double honors unto the elders and the apostles at GMS Great Millstone. The sincere peace, love, blessing, salutations unto all those of you hopeful, faithful, potential members of the elect out there doing the best to make the calling of your election sure. Lord willing, this is edifying. Until next time, Shalom.